What's good YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to this YouTube channel and make sure you click that notification bell. Leave your comments down below and enjoy this reaction video. What's good YouTube? What's good TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. You have just entered the Break Room Chronicles. We'll break so normally 15 minutes, but y'all over here we break for 1 damn hour. Hey you guys, welcome back to another episode of the Break Room Chronicles. Happy Saturday to each and every one of you all. I hope you all are feeling good and doing great. Thank you so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in the damn break room, y'all. All right, so y'all see the title, okay? We got a couple conversations that we are going to have today, dearly beloved. We are gathered here today to talk about this thing called life. Wow! Oh, crazy. Okay, I just had to do that, y'all. So welcome everybody. Welcome everyone to the live. Let's go ahead and do rundown real quick. We got Queen Sha, we got Latoya, we got Ani, we got Queen K and Live, Laugh, and Love, and Mama Twinses, Sweetheart Sugar Pop, okay, Sun Rose, we got Rachel, we got Mimi, we got Lex, we got Trinice, we got Clem, we got Miss BB. Let's see who else is in the building. We got the Real T. We got Say Cheese. Okay, we got Tamala, Tennessee Hennessy. We got My Brown is Beautiful, Melly, Dr. Amara, Latoya Dream Cake Vine, Sheikah, with Will, Scarlett, Miss Simmons, KK, Miss BB. Okay, so y'all coming on in. Again, make sure you guys do what? Make sure you guys clock into the break room. You do that by hitting the subscribe button and hitting that like button. Okay, definitely make sure y'all do that. Let's see who else came in. Deets, is it Deets by? Deet as by. I think that's how it's pronounced. Debbie, we got Born a Honey, K Solo, Tamara. Okay, so y'all coming on in again. Make sure y'all clock in. Modacious Me. Hey, Latasha, what's good, sis? We got W. Wamberton. Hey, sis. Hey. We got Nike. What's good, sis? Is it Nike or Nike? I don't know, sis. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. I do that often. What's up, Miss G? Okay, y'all coming on in. Oh, Lord. All right, so y'all, let's go ahead and we're going to talk about the title, okay? What's up, Trees? We're going to talk about the title. What's up, Zeta? And we are going to also give you guys an update, all right? Y'all know the last time we was together, I told you guys that Liv's life, y'all know Livy Pooh over there. I told you guys Liv's life struck my channel, right? And she struck my channel in regards to the video that she put out that I reacted to on my channel. If you guys are not familiar, this is actually a reaction channel. Okay, we react to videos. We give commentary, criticism, satire. Maybe some of this stuff can be educational. Okay, I don't know. All right. What's up, Mahogany? What's up, Miss OKC? However, Olivia struck that video for copyright infringement. Okay. So, obviously, you guys, I was like, what? Copyright infringement? Okay, well, sis, what's going on with that? Needless to say, YouTube sent the information to me, took my video down because the video is actually not up right now. At the time that the video was struck, it had over 10,000 views on it because y'all know I do the damn thing over here on my reaction videos, okay? And, so YouTube said, "What you gonna do about it, sis?" I said, "Well, YouTube, let me think about it. Okay, let me see what I can do." So I appealed it and told YouTube the reason why I feel like there was some type of mistake or misunderstanding. Okay. Oh boy. All right. So needless to say, you guys, the other day I was sitting here at my desk, minding my own damn business. Okay. And I get an email, and I'm like, does that say Livy Poo in the email? Why is Livia sending me a personal email? I'm thinking to myself, last time we sent personal emails, that was shit. That was probably early 2019, and I was asking this sis a question about monetization. That's when I had very first got monetized on YouTube. And I said, well, let me see if I can ask this a question because we had a small rapport with each other, not real big. We wasn't like her and Jasmine. We wasn't Uchi cool or anything like that. So, needless to say, um, as I opened up the email, there was an attachment attached to the email. And I said, what's this sending me attachment for? So, as I click on the attachment, dun dun dun! Child, it was a cease and desist. I said, cease, desist what? What we ceasing and desisting, sis? So needless to say, I read further into the cease and desist of her video of copyright infringement. And I'm like, sis, we still on that? Sis, you need to follow the instructions YouTube told you to follow. So sis asked me to sign it and send it back. So I responded to her request and said, hell no, I ain't signing shit. Okay? Well, even after I didn't say I'm not signing shit. I didn't say it like that, y'all. But I just said I'm not going to acknowledge this. Well, needless to say, you guys, you know, I did my own investigation, right? So I decided to figure out what I needed to do because that's what I do. I don't lay down for no one. All right. So I reached out to an intellectual property attorney. Okay, and they're called IP attorneys, is short, that deals with this type of issue. Okay, I reached out to actually two, and out of the two attorneys that I reached out to, one of them I talked to very extensively. Okay, we had a very long conversation, right? Free of charge at that, because when you got the gift of gab, you just got the gift of gab. So the attorney asked me to send the cease and desist over to her. And I did. I forwarded it to her. And she said, under no circumstances do you sign this. First and foremost, you don't sign cease and desist. I said, well, sis, I didn't think so, but I didn't call the attorney sis, but I'm just talking to y'all. I said, well, there were some other conversations the attorney and I had. And, you know, this is a business, you guys. I do reaction on channels on YouTube. I explained to the attorney that I've been reacting on this young lady's channel for 4 damn years. And out of 4 years, she, called herself copyright infringing me. And although she does have copyright to her material, we all have copyright to our material. This video right here is actually copywritten, okay? Because it belongs to me. However, if somebody wanted to react to it, they could do that, right? Because there's an exception to this disclaimer that I have here on top of the screen. There's an exception to the Copyright Act of 1976, okay? So, like I said, God is definitely on my side. And one thing I do know is I'm not going to be bullied off this platform. I haven't done anything illegal, okay? I haven't done anything unethical, okay? Because if I have done that, YouTube would have been shut me down, okay? Y'all see channels come up and go down every day, right? TMR's channel has never went down the 4 years that I've been up on this platform because I pride myself in conducting myself in, like a lady. Okay. I pride myself in conducting myself like a lady. All right. So at this point, okay, there would be no ceasing and desisting over here. Okay. I have freedom of speech. I'm covered under the Copyright Act of 1976. There's an exception to that act. I would advise anybody to contact themselves an IP, an intellectual property attorney, and get an understanding of what your rights are. We all have rights, you guys. I'm a content creator just as well as Olivia, Jasmine, Chrissy, and everybody else on this platform. We're all content creators. We all have rights, right? But people need to really look and figure out and read. Okay, the key to this is read. You got to read. You got to you got to coordinate. You got to coordinate. Okay, you got to read. All right. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. All right. And we're going to keep reacting to videos as we've done over here. We're going to keep our hands clean because that's what we do over here. Okay. And, it is what it is. Okay. Me personally, I wouldn't waste my time sending letters to people, Dear John letters to people when there's no need to. If you're going to take course of action, then take the appropriate course of action that YouTube advised you to do, right? And we'll just see what happens from there. This is all to it, right? Oh boy. All right, y'all. So I just wanted to give you guys an update because y'all are my audience. Y'all support this channel, okay? And I feel like, I just need to let y'all know a little bit what's going on. This is not, well, let me say this. It's personal for a lot of people on this platform, but for TMR, this is never personal for me. Even after I react to this video, I'm going to get off of here and I'm going to go finish I got a birthday party I'm going to. My nephew turned 9. So I'll be going to his birthday party soon after I get off this channel. And whatever the rest of the evening entails, then we'll figure that out as well too. Okay. But is that the same letter Gerard sent to her? I don't know. I'm not privileged on that information. I don't know what correspondence Gerard and Olivia are having. I don't know. But, needless to say, if Sis is going to start doing that, there's a lot of people out here that reacts to her videos, okay? Just since the day she struck me, it's probably 50 videos that went up using her said video and reacting to it, So Sis is definitely going to be busy. But what she has to understand is that she definitely does have rights to her content. But we all have the same rights. It's just, it depends on how you exercise those rights. Like there's differences. There's exceptions to all rules, sis. Like you got to understand that. This is called, this is a business. This is called real life. This is called, it is what it is. It's the internet. The internet is a place, a hub of where you share information, right? And sometimes you have to use content that you didn't produce on your own in order to tell the story that you're trying to tell. If you're trying to do a case study, if you're doing a story time, if you're doing commentary, satire, all of that is covered under the Copyright Act of 1976 as a fair use, okay? Yes, I know, Trinice. Thank you so much. I'm not worried by any means, but I don't want, Olivia sending me little love notes like, sis, miss me with all that extra. Like I said, I don't understand. Like I understand when people talk about you, it's not a warm, fuzzy feeling, right? But here's the thing. If there's certain things that you don't want people to have an opinion about, yet so then you don't put it on the internet. So let me give you guys an example. If, okay, if my husband and I get to arguing, we get to over here throwing each other around the house and he goes and knock me upside the in between the washer and dryer. If I don't want the internet to know about that, and I don't want you guys' opinion on what I should or should not do, yeah, I'm not going to get on the internet and talk about it, right? So if you don't want the opinion of others about things that's going on in your personal life or someone else's life, don't put it on the internet, sis. Because once you put it on the internet, it becomes news, tea, information, whatever, however you want to, a conversation, criticism, however you want to call it, right? So it's, I mean, it's that, not, am I telling anyone not to vlog their life and put intimate or personal details? I'm not telling you not to do it, because you can do whatever you want to do. Just understand there's consequences behind that, you know? And especially when you have a large following of people that follow your story and been following it for years, they get interested in what's going on, you know? Like I told you guys many times before, I look at this like as the modern day soap opera. These ladies are living like a soap opera-ish type life on the internet, and they definitely get compensated from it. In no way do my videos impede their compensation. My videos do not impede them making money, right? They make all the money that they need to make, or their video is valued to make. My reaction videos doesn't stop anybody from making any coin at all. If they're not making coin, it's due to their own negligence, not mine. Okay. All right, let's move on, you guys. Okay. She had her baby daddy rubbing butt cream on her, and she worried about her foolish mess she posted. Not butt cream. Oh, you're talking about the hemorrhoids incident years ago. Yeah, people still talking about that, y'all. And that happened about 4-5 years ago. And people still talk about when Olivia got on here and spread her booty cheeks for Gerard to check her hemorrhoids. I remember that. I remember that. So, okay. Anyway, you guys, let's continue. All right, let's continue. So we're here today to talk about someone that we talked about just a couple weeks ago, House of Jasmine. If you guys are not familiar with her channel, that is her name, the House of Jasmine. She was a mod for My Jazzy Life, who named coincidentally is Jasmine as well too. And a few weeks ago, no, not few months ago, House of Jasmine and My Jazzy Life got into an argument, and My Jazzy Life took House of Jasmine's mod stick from her. Okay, now the whole time, again, I knew House of Jasmine was a mod for Jasmine, but I never knew she had a channel. Right, I never clicked on her channel to see. But within the last few weeks, it's she has a channel, and sis has went through some type of life change where she was living in Memphis, Tennessee, and she relocated from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas, Texas, to, I guess, start over, right? And she has 3 children, 2 boys and a girl, and she went to Dallas, Texas area for employment. And I guess soon after she got there, she realized that the job was not going to hire her. I think it was because she's not bilingual or something. I don't know if that wasn't stated in the actual job description when she first looked into the job. Because typically when jobs need you to be bilingual, they state that in the job posting. Okay. If bilingual is what they need, yeah, apple pie. I don't know that question. Only sis can answer that. But at this point, it really doesn't even matter. At least not to me, because her reasonings are her reasonings. She doesn't have to validate them with me. Okay. So she basically relocated her family to Texas on a humbug of a job, and once she got there, she realized she's not. I guess she wasn't qualified because she's not bilingual. So she ended up going to the Salvation Army to seek refuge for her and her children because she had nowhere to live and nowhere to go. Upon her moving to Dallas and embarking on, I guess, this new life and new job venture and all that failed. Well, shouts out to the subscriber that sent it to me. Just recently, today, within like the last couple of hours, House of Jasmine put up a community post. Okay. So we're going to take a look at the community post. And on her community post, she basically, if you're not familiar with her channel, all her comments have been disabled because she doesn't like the criticism from the internet. So she says comments will continue to be disabled on my videos until we are back into our place we call home. The internet is full of bullying. I do not have time to monitor comments. And the internet is full of bullying. However, when people don't agree with your situation and give their opinion about it, just because you don't like it doesn't mean they're bullying you. Again, when you post stuff like this on the internet for the world to know what's going on in your personal life, do understand people are going to comment. So then she put up this post that we're going to read together. She said, "Good morning. I created a GoFundMe account as a way to get back into my own place to stay with my children. I can catch the bus with my children as well as Uber. I take full responsibility in the nature of our lives at this present time. But if you are taking full responsibility, then why are you doing a GoFundMe? If you're new here, please go over and watch my video entitled Honest Life Update. In the video, you learn a lot about how I got to this point in my life as a single homeless mom of 3. After my car was wrecked and stolen off the premises where I last resided, which was Memphis, Tennessee, I thought saving for another vehicle was the best decision, but it was not. So if her vehicle was stolen and damaged, did she not have car insurance? And she could have filed a claim, and depending on if she had full coverage on her car, wouldn't the insurance company pay her for that? I should have continued to Uber or catch the bus, but it became extremely costly. So again, catching the Uber is costly, but catching the bus, I don't know. What is the bus, you guys? Round trip, maybe $5 now. So again, I take full responsibility. I should have paid my rent, and now that I've faced with being in a Salvation Army and hotel, it's created a lot of anxiety, discomfort, and depression. I mean, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. If you go from a fully furnished apartment to living in a Salvation Army with 6 other families in one room, yeah, I don't think I would feel warm and fuzzy about that either. If I'm being completely honest, I've decided to ask for help because we need it. I'm currently seeking employment in Dallas, Texas, after moving from Memphis, Tennessee. Now, do understand, you guys, House of Jasmine is in the medical field. And if you know anything about Dallas, Dallas is very prominent in the medical profession. There are a lot of healthcare jobs in Dallas. Dallas and Houston, by far, there are a lot of jobs in Dallas and Houston when it comes to the medical profession. I personally would love to stay in Texas if it is the Lord's will. If not, I will go back to Memphis, Tennessee, and try to pay off my last rental balance, which I'll explain in a future video, and keep my previous apartment, or I can use the funds towards our new place to stay here in Dallas, Texas. So I have a question about that sentence. If you abandon your apartment and if you're no longer paying rent after a couple months, apartment complexes do what? They evict you. Even if you're no longer in that apartment, once they evict you and the eviction goes through the court, the apartment complex cleans up your apartment and get ready for the very next tenant. How can you go back and retrieve your previous apartment if you've been out of it for several months? It's no longer there for you. Once the apartment complex cleans it up and gets it ready for market to be on the market to be rented, since that apartment is no longer there for you, and depending on the nature of the reason why you broke your lease, it's contingent upon if the apartment complex will even accept you back. So I don't understand what she means by the money that she gets from the GoFundMe. She'll either go back to Tennessee and get her previous apartment, or use the money to get her a new place in Dallas, Texas. It doesn't sound like the previous apartment would even be an option because it's no longer your apartment. You don't have claims to that anymore, unless you still got stuff in your apartment. And are you still paying rent there? So is that how you feel like you could go back? Like, did you make arrangements with them? Like, it's weird how she said that. I'll get a car when I can. Maybe after I file taxes. Well, why you can't? I mean, they started taking taxes on January the 23rd. Why not just stay in the shelter until you get your taxes back and then use that money to get yourself in a place, opposed to doing the GoFundMe? Because it's, again, like she just said, I got taxes coming. I got 3 kids to claim. I worked all year, or a good portion of the year. So I got money coming. So why not just wait for your taxes, sis? But these funds I am asking for through our GoFundMe account, and are to secure a new and safe place for my children and I to live. Click the link below if you would like to donate. Thank you. Please continue to watch our videos as well to help us earn revenue money for creating content. My channel is extremely close to being monetized. Now, she has almost 5,000 subscribers on her channel. It's not even monetized yet. I'm like, wow. So this is her GoFundMe. Her goal is $5,000. Oh, God. I don't understand why this young lady did this. Her goal is $5,000, and so far she's raised $10. I don't get it. Let's get back over to the comments. She claimed her channel is monetized. Well, she just said it's close to being monetized, so I don't know which one is the truth. Wait, hold up. She not even monetized, and how long she been on here? I don't know how long she's actually been on here. Let me see if I can find that out. Her channel was created July 2nd of 2021, so almost 2 years. Let me see. You said, I feel her, but it's not a good look. I mean, she definitely has good intentions. But why is it the responsibility of the internet to help you and your children get a place to live when you're the parent of those children? It seems like everything she's dealing with is due to her own negligence of her making decisions that obviously didn't work for her. So how come the people of the world have to help you dig yourself out of a hole? What if you dig yourself in a hole again? Do the people of the internet have to help you dig out that hole? Like, people have to understand that everybody is an adult, and there are times where you do have to lean on the generosity of others. But in this situation, in my opinion, this is a situation she put her own self in. Jasmine CMB says she was evicted from her old apartment. A program paid what she owed. I still doubt she can get it back. So a program paid her rent, and she still left the apartment to go to Dallas on a humbug or a maybe. So you had a for surety in Memphis, but you left the for surety to go to a maybe. But then you want people to do a GoFundMe for you? I mean, let's be real, you guys. To get, I don't know, let's just say she get a 3-bedroom apartment. At the minimum, the rent will probably be what, $1,500? If she has an eviction on her credit, depending on if they accept her, sometimes there are programs where apartment complexes will accept you. They're just will pay you. You'll have to pay like an additional deposit. So potentially that whole $5,000 can be ate up in just securing a place to live. But what's the purpose of being in the Salvation Army? Isn't the goal for them to get you eventually housing? Y'all, this lady lives in Texas now. She's a resident of Texas. And one thing I can tell from my experience of living in Texas, Texas has a whole lot of programs to help single moms, DV survivors, people fresh out the penitentiary, that be man or woman. Like, they have a whole lot of programs. And with her being in the Salvation Army, they should already have been hooking her up with those programs. I would rather use $5,000 on Beyonce's concert tickets and ain't paying for that either. Exactly. She can make that 5K working a full month in the medical field, 40 hours a week. Something sounds very fishy. That's what she did was done. Yeah, exactly. Tax season is here. The F, right, Mars XO. And she was Jasmine and couldn't get monetized. Well, yeah. I mean, Jasmine herself can't even get her own stuff to 100K. How's she monetizing people? Something is off with her story. I mean, her story is basically her not telling all of the story. $10, nobody want to be taking advantage of these days. It's hard for everybody. Yes, it's hard for everybody out here. You know, it's good enough if she could get people to come watch her videos. But now you want people to watch your videos and fund your lifestyle? Like, sis, that's a lot over there. That's a lot to ask somebody, you know? But then you cut your comments off because you don't want to hear the criticism, but it's okay to ask people for help. But you don't want to hear people's opinions, but you want to take their coin. She learned from Jazz. That's what Jazz subs do for her all the time. Live, Laugh, and Love said they want the internet to bail them out. I wish her well. I do too. I mean, I wish the girl all the luck in the world, but since the GoFundMe thing, especially with it being right around tax, I mean, it's tax time right now. The IRS started accepting the taxes on the 23rd. I would say by the middle of February, she should have her money. I'm just going to assume she worked one job all year. So, girl, you had one W-2 to wait on, and more than likely, most companies send your W-2s. You can go online to their website, whoever they use for payroll, and and download your W-2 in 2 minutes. She can do her own taxes. She can go to any of these tax preparer websites and do her own tax. She don't even have to pay H&R Block or Jackson Hewitt or whomever else. My thing is, where are the father of the children? Are none of the fathers of the children willing to help her, considering their children are involved in living in a homeless situation? Where are the fathers of the children? Well, needless to say, you guys, she's no longer living in the Salvation Army. She is now living in a hotel. So I don't know what has happened, but let's go ahead and click on that video. Give me just one moment. See, that's what I'm saying. Here's the moral of the story, you guys. You got to figure out a way to stop putting yourself in these situations. From my understanding of House of Jasmine, this is not her first rodeo at being homeless. So you've been homeless before. I can see if this was your very first time, but she's been homeless before. What's up, SB? So this is not your first time, sis. Temp services are still a thing. Exactly. Go to the temp service. Just because you work in the medical field, don't mean that's what you got to do right now. Sis, you can go work in the warehouse real quick. There's a lot of things. I don't understand why. I don't understand when the car got stolen and wrecked. Unless she didn't have car insurance, how come you didn't file with your car insurance that your car was stolen and wrecked? And obviously you would have proof by the police record, and send that to your insurance company, and they would have, obviously her car would have been considered totally damaged. How come you didn't get any money from the insurance company if you were paying car insurance? I don't think so either, Yvette. So let's go ahead and get on this video.
So I went to the beauty supply store and I got Zara like her first beads and everything. And so I got her a little beader to put the beads on. And I got a multicolor pack of beads. And I also picked her up some barrettes because she's never used beads or barrettes. So now that she's an older girl, we can start using beads and barrettes, you guys. I was like, oh my God, I'm really buying beads and barrettes. I can't believe this. And so to go along with the beads, we needed rubber bands. And I was curious to know, like, which rubber bands should I get? Should I get, like, the basic black rubber bands? Because that's what my mom used on my hair growing up. Or should I have gotten the ones that are plastic? the multicolor plastic ones. So I think it'll be okay. I'm not going to put the rubber bands on there too tight. And then her earrings fell out since she's been here, so I had to go and get her some earrings as well. They're 14 karat gold and they're just white. So I'm gonna sew them on.
Sis, you're living in a homeless shelter. Not saying that the appearance of your children and you are not important, but this money that you're spending on beads and earrings, although the earrings say 99 cents, since that money could have been a Uber ride to a job interview. Like, let's be serious. Like, where did you get the money to do this? Did the shelter give it to you? Are you getting child support? Where did you get the money to get this stuff? Especially if you don't have a job. Or I'm just going to assume you don't have income. Or do you have income? Can that income help you put a deposit down on a house or $1,000 down on a car so you can get a car? You know, I mean, because there's ways to get cars without actually having a job. Y'all, we all know a Pookie that can make us some paycheck stubs real quick. Okay, she can call back to Memphis and see if somebody can hook up with some paycheck stubs. Okay, honey, trust me. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Um, they are 3 milliliters, kind of like the ones she had when she went and got her ears pierced. So I'm going to soak these in alcohol or possibly witch hazel. So yeah, I just want to share a little bit of a haul of some hair accessories that I got baby girl and her new earrings. And I hope y'all are off to a great start, you guys. Hey, mama.
Sheikah said she was all at Walmart buying toys for the kiddos. Oh boy.
Hello, mama. Hi, mama. So this is how Zara's hair turned out, and we did it last. Yeah, we did it last night, so it's the next day. She has some beads on there, two in the front, which I may connect those to where she's not pulling them because she's already tried to pull them out. The beads in the front.
She definitely can get a car, get a house with an eviction. She can get a house. She can get an apartment. You know, a lot of people got evicted during the pandemic situation. So people are considerate. Companies are considerate of that because, you know, everybody need a place to live. She probably have to pay an extra security deposit, but she's not counted out just because she got an eviction.
Get your whole hair. She's following mama. And y'all, my baby cannot catch a break. There's her hair. Here we go. Turned out so cute. Her first time wearing beads, you guys. First time wearing beads. So I look pretty today, you guys. I got on that cute list. And she had this up her dress, but she just leggings.
I'm gonna just say this, you guys. Us as moms, you know, especially if we're single moms, y'all, we got to start making better decisions. And I can say that from my own personal experience. I didn't always do it right when I was a single mom with young children. And I paid for those mistakes. Like there were consequences to my poor actions. And I'm just trying to be a wealth of information. Y'all, we got to order our steps better when we are single mothers and the fathers are not willing participants in raising the children. Even if the fathers are willing participants, just, you know, here's the thing. At some point in your life of being a mother, and I'm speaking to the moms because I'm a mom, we have to start figuring out being stable. Stability is the best way to achieve in life. That's even with a job. If you stay stable with a job, eventually the job will pay off. Like you'll get promotions, you'll get raises. But if you're bouncing jobs every 2 years and the job doesn't really get to know you and your work ethic, it doesn't help you, right? We need to start looking into home ownership, especially when you start having children. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, my credit is too bad. My credit is too bad. I can't." Y'all, right now, the Federal Housing Authority, the FHA, there's FHA loans that you can secure with a 580 credit score. Now, obviously, you'll have to put more down as a down payment, but you can secure a house with only having a 580 credit score. That's a new program that the FHA loan. There's other stipulations, but you would have to look into that. Call a realtor or a mortgage company to find out what the other stipulations are. But home ownership, it's hard, but it's not impossible. And when we start having kids, like we got to think about that, y'all. We got to think about the stability of ourselves and our children.
There was a green pair of leggings, but she got some burgundy ones. I'm waiting on them to get done drying. Then I'm gonna put her burgundy leggings on. Love you, Trey. Have a good day, baby. He's so excited, y'all. Bye, baby. Love you. He is too excited.
Well, at least the kids are still trying to have somewhat of a normal life. They're going to school, they're catching the school bus. At least these kids are young, so they don't have to be hazed by middle schoolers or high schoolers because they're getting picked up at the Salvation Army. So at least they don't have to be teased by that. I'm not saying young kids don't tease children. Hopefully, these kids are not enduring that. Hopefully, children are not teasing them because they live in a shelter. So that's what I'm saying. As mothers, y'all, we have to think about our children's feelings as well too. Like, because when we go through things, our kids go through things right along with us. Let me stop. Let me say this because I don't want anyone to get offended, because there are situations where you have no other choice but to go to a shelter. So in no way am I trying to offend someone who currently lives in a shelter with their children. I'm not trying to offend. If your situation was that was the last resort and you had no other option, then obviously you do what you have to do. But in this young lady, Jasmine's defense, it appears that she definitely had some options. She just chose not to use them. So I want to rephrase that, because I don't want people to think I think people who live in shelters are no. I do understand that there are situations, house breakdown, burn down, tragedies, and like all kind of stuff happens. So in no way am I not talking like if your situation is truly that you had to go to a shelter because there was no other recourse, then obviously that I'm not speaking to you. Okay, so please don't take that personal. I have to say that because people feel some type of way when you say things because they think you're talking to them, and I'm not talking to anyone indirectly because I don't know everybody's situation.
Oh. All right, baby.
So as you see here, you guys, she left the Salvation Army. She said we'll chat soon about the transition. So now she's staying in a hotel. Now, obviously, she said she'll tell us about that. And you know, I don't know. Maybe the Salvation Army is paying for the hotel. I guess she'll tell us. Um, and am I saying this woman's not a good mother? I don't know. I don't watch her religiously. I don't know what her, I mean, obviously it seems like she shows love to her children. But sometimes showing love is just not enough. You got to give your children, stability, shelter, clothing, food, and, entertainment. There's multitude of ways to mother your children and showing love and things of that nature. And these kids are definitely going through a big transition. So hopefully they can, she eventually, Jasmine could put all this behind her, and not put herself in this situation again, because from my understanding, this is the second time she's been here in a homeless situation. I could see if she was by herself and she wanted to keep going from shelter to shelter, that's your business. But when you start involving kids, it's more than just your business. Now it's the kids' business as well. So let's see where she's at now. Okay, so it looks like she's in a hotel, looking at the city of Dallas, and I guess we'll have to wait for the update. You have to make better decisions, right, Nisha? That's so true. Hey, Flower Patch. Hey, Gigi. It's her second time. She should have known the system better. Yeah, that's true. Name of her page is the House of Jasmine. And in no way am I telling you guys not to go support her channel. You definitely can. I mean, if you want to support it and you want to follow her journey, there's she's not the only one on YouTube showing their life in the shelter with children. She's not the only one. Um, there's a lot of women out here showing those type of videos. Mimi says they have subdivisions with all habitat homes. They are really cute now. Yeah, but Habitat for Humanity, that's a long process. Depending on what city you're in, Habitat for Humanity can be a long process. Habitat for Humanity is definitely good to helping you with home ownership. But it definitely is a long process. I have a bunch of Habitat homes down the road from me. It's basically a mini subdivision close together, but nice houses. Yeah, they are nice houses. Those Habitat houses are nice. Um, there was snow on these cars outside that our hotel window. Is she in Dallas? Yeah, she's in Dallas. Sis Soldier said, my problem with these new finagled mommy channels is that they come on here looking to rumble. She likes to mix up too much for my taste. Yeah, that's true. Chrissy says, a lot of people are begging. They want everyone's tax money in their paycheck. Well, child, you can't get my money. Look, it's like I said, it's nothing wrong with being generous to a person that you don't know, to a generous to strangers. It's nothing wrong with that. However, people have to learn how to be accountable for themselves. That's a part of being an adult. You have to learn how to be accountable for your own actions. You can't keep fumbling the ball and expecting strangers to bail you out. That's not called being an adult. That's not reality. So is FHA, to be honest, she would have to work a year to even be considered. If she can show, I think you have to show like your last 2 years. It's either bank statements or tax returns. Again, you guys, it's been a minute since I, did that. There's a channel that I watch. If I can find that channel, I will link it in this video. There's a man that I stumbled across his channel the other day. It's a white guy, and he did like an hour and a half video talking about acquiring loans from FHA with the new rules of having a 580 credit score. When I tell you guys, he broke it all the way down. I will link that video in this when I get off the live. I will link it in here because I definitely feel like you guys should watch it. And he broke it down like anybody could understand it, right? And he has a business as well too. So if you want to reach out to him to get some additional information, you could do that. She could have used the $4,500 rental assistance they gave to pay past due, then filed a tax advance to pay up for 2 months while working, but she was eager to quit her job. Exactly. Yes, I will do that, Christy. I definitely will link it. So come back. Once this video ends, I will link it in the description. I just got to go find the video. I saw it the other day, so I have to check my history and find the video. But I definitely will link it because I want to be a help to people. I mean, obviously, I can't give you all my money because I don't have any, y'all. Okay, but needless to say, if I can give you some information and you can make it work for you, then that's a win-win for me. All this pandemic assistance is drying up. She should have been working on that. Exactly. Yeah, that pandemic assistance is drying up. It's damn near non-existent now. The cost of living is ridiculous, y'all. A carton of eggs is $50. Okay, like they are working. So that's what I'm saying, y'all. You got to work on having several streams of income coming in. If it's 2 jobs, 3 jobs, you work in a full-time job, you do hair on the side, you doing nails, like whatever type of talent you have and you can monetize it, it's best to do that. You make t-shirts for a living, You could clean a mean house. You could start your own cleaning business. You could clean houses, businesses. Like people got to stop sitting around waiting on somebody to help them. You got to stop sitting around waiting on knowing that God is going to bless you, but since you can't just sit stagnant until God does bless you, okay? You got to put forth an effort. All right. Everything went up. The pandemic money wasn't free. It sure wasn't. And we're definitely paying for it now. Everything they gave us 2 years ago, we're all paying for it now. If all else fails, you can go on into OnlyFans, right, Nicole? You sure can. Okay. It makes money. Just me CMB said, I was a loan officer. I use this a lot. All my loans were FHA, 570 with 3% down, or 525 with 10% down. But you have to still have worked a year in the same job unless you have been in the SA. Okay. Okay. So like I said, you guys, there's ways around everything, right? Where there's a will, there's always a way. If you guys are really serious about acquiring home ownership, see, that's what I'm saying. If you were in a situation where you owned your home and you fell on your luck, one thing the government don't want to do is take your house back. They're going to do everything possible to keep you in your home. And there's a whole lot more programs out here, unfortunately, to help homeowners than there are renters, y'all. That's the unfortunate thing. But there's a lot more programs to help people stay in their homes that they own than there is people to stay in the houses that they're renting. That'd be houses or apartments. Tequila said, I'm in California and our cost of living is crazy high. I've been a nurse for years and I started a business a few years ago. Exactly. Yeah, sugar daddies want sugar now. Okay. Right. I would have never thought that eggs are $7, but milk over here is $2.59 now. If I could afford the high prices of cold cereal, I'd be in a great position. Exactly. And then, with the cost of eggs going up, obviously, anything that's made with eggs go up. So people who have catering business and they, cater and make cakes for people, obviously their cost is going to go up because they're dealing with you need eggs to bake cakes. Donuts, the price of donuts are getting ready to go up because you need eggs to make a donut. Like everything is going up, y'all, because the price of eggs are so high. They're giving it back double. Exactly. $7 for a dozen of eggs, girls. And just 2 years ago, a dozen of eggs was what, 79 cents? Now they $5 or something. In some places they damn near $7. It's ridiculous. And people don't understand that. Yeah, that's true. She can get food stamps at TANF if she's on. It's online jobs as well. She can work with the kids at school. I know she can get free daycare, all that. With 2 income, we still don't make 3 times the rent. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, for a lot of these apartments, you do have to make 3 times the rent. And if your rent, and I'm just giving it the low end at $1,500 for a 3-bedroom. So take 3 times $1,500. Hey T. I hope we get a break soon. I do too, Sunrose. Why are eggs so expensive? Somebody help me understand. I believe it's because of the feed. Because of the feed, chickens weren't eating the feed. And they hadn't laid eggs in a long time. There's a lot of talk of it on TikTok. And then a lot of chicken owners changed the feed, and now all of a sudden chickens are now laying eggs. Just about a few weeks ago, maybe a week ago, there was a factory. It's somewhere on the East Coast. I believe it was Connecticut, if I'm not mistaken. 100,000 chickens were killed in a fire. And a lot of those chickens were chickens that lay eggs. So then they had the whole bird flu thing. Like there's a lot of variables. I don't at the end of the day, whatever the reasons are, chickens a dozen of eggs shouldn't cost no more than $1. Okay, it shouldn't cost that much, but they are costing that much. Y'all remember a few months ago we was dealing with the formula shortage. My theory is, and this is just a theory, that they're trying to erase middle class. I feel like the government wants two classes of people, and that's poor and rich. And we're going to fall in either one category. That's just my opinion. And, so there's a lot going on. We're dealing with a lot of companies are doing layoffs. You know, Unfortunately, it's the darkest before the dawn. And eventually things will get better, but they'll get worse before they get better. The fire was in Connecticut. Okay, thank you. I thought it was Connecticut. Um, Lovely said, thank God I get wigs, child. Yes, it's going to be two classes and no more middle class. Yeah, Nisha, I really feel like that's what they're trying to do. That they're trying to just do two classes, rich and poor. Okay. There was a few different waves of causes: the bird flu, feed, and the war with Russia and Ukraine. Yeah, right, Flower Patch. There were several reasons, and even if we knew each and every reason, it still doesn't negate the fact that eggs is too damn high. Okay. Um, but if you want you some eggs, you gotta buy the eggs. That's the unfortunate thing. If you want eggs, you still gotta buy them. You still gotta buy milk. So you still can buy eggs. Yeah, they're expensive. You're just gonna have to cut back on other things. Like it's either damned if you do or damned if you don't at this point. Meats are ridiculous. I drive to other stores to save a few dollars. I cook over here. Yes, exactly. And that's why on my cooking channel, you guys know I have a cooking channel called Get in the Kitchen with Tasha. Starting next week, I will have a lot of videos coming up on there. I have some videos I've already filmed. I just haven't edited and put them up. But it's going to be videos where I can give you guys cooking ideas, just meals that I prepare, that can help you, stretch a meal, a lot of freezer ideas. So if you guys have not yet subscribed to my channel called Get in the Kitchen with Tasha, the last video I put up, it's been a few months ago. It was a grocery, was it a grocery haul? I think it was a shop with me grocery haul that I did. So make sure you guys go over there and sign up or support my channel. I definitely will be putting up videos starting probably well, not probably, they will be next week. I just don't know what day. But when I get the extra time to edit those videos, I will start getting those videos up. We're also going to be doing a lot of cooking, and also shopping, not necessarily where I'm actually buying a bunch of stuff, but I'm going to different stores trying to show you guys ways that you can try to save money and cut corners on getting groceries for your family. Okay. So those videos will be coming up on my Get in the Kitchen with Tasha. I think the link is in the description. If not, if one of my mods can snag the link real quick and drop it in the chat. Also, I definitely will put the link to that video I referenced earlier, that I watched about the man that was talking about the buying a home with FHA loans with the 580 credit score. I definitely will put that video in here. Please leave your comments and your thoughts down below of what you thought of the House of Jasmine and her GoFundMe attempt to get help to put her and her children in a home. Do you feel like that's selfish of her? Or do you just really don't care either way? Or, just let me know your thoughts down below. Again, we have conversations over here about the channels that we're watching and stuff that's going on in the world, and she definitely is a channel that, if not some of us, a lot of us have frequent. Okay. So guys, let me know. Tierma, I've been waiting for you to load again to the chat. Yes, I'm sorry, Nisha. But I definitely will, because y'all, let's be real. I got to get that channel monetized. I'm gonna just keep it 100% funky. I got to get that channel monetized. It's been sitting over there for about 2 years and not even monetized. And it could have been monetized a long time ago, but that's neither here nor there. All right. So, all right, you guys, I'm gone. I'm out of here. All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I definitely will be back with more reaction videos. Please make sure you guys say subscribe to this channel. Keep your notification bell on. And I'll definitely see you guys in the next one. Remember, sub what you love. Bye.